Good morning, middle school students. Hope you had a great weekend. We are kicking off the first day of March. It's March 1st this Monday. I can't believe the time has already flown by in 2021 here. So, a couple quick notes for our week. As you look up here, we have a PD day on Friday. So that's a bit of a change. We normally on our school calendar we had school, but due to some different things happening and teacher vaccinations, we're moving our professional development day to this Friday, it's the 5th. So that means we will be having Friday school. That also means if you take a look on our calendar here, upcoming dates, the end of term 4 is March 8th now. So you have a little bit of time to finish some things up that you need to for the end of term. Other than that, for middle school students, just a couple notes is our high school volleyball team is home versus Royal, so we're starting volleyball in the spring here, and we also have our volleyball team away at Bangor next Thursday or this Thursday, and then upcoming our juniors are taking the ACT on March 9th. So if you know a junior, make sure you wish them good luck. That's a big test for them, and in a couple of years, it'll be a big test for you as well. So that's what we have going on this week in the middle school. And then just talking about a few things in our weekly update. Our learning targets for this week, middle school students. So again, we have a focus on making sure that you know what you're learning about, identifying the learning targets and the learning intentions that you have in class. So making sure you check in with your teacher if you don't understand what the learning targets are for a lesson or you're not sure. And then our habit of mind focus is communicating with empathy and listening and communicating with empathy and understanding. So, that's that attentive listening piece, and we'll talk a little bit more about that towards the end of my update here. And then again, as has always been the case this year, we are successfully using our big 3 safety precautions, which is hand washing. I guess I should have them memorized, right? Wearing a facial covering and social distancing. A reminder, I shared that in the calendar that we have a PD day this Friday, so there's no school, and the end of term is March 8th. And a couple quick things about listening with and communicating with empathy and understanding. So one of the things that I noticed myself doing is when I'm having a conversation with somebody, I'm thinking about the next thing I'm going to say, or I'm trying to think about what I'm going to do to counter their point, or I'm actually thinking about something I might need to get done later in the day. And when we do that, we're not really connecting with that conversation, and we're not learning. So my challenge for you is one little change. And the one little change is ask somebody when they're done, when somebody's done speaking, ask them a question to clarify what you just heard. So really listen and then come up with a question. Now, 6th graders are great at that. When I come in and have a conversation with them, they immediately will ask me, well, I heard you say this, Mr. Becker, but what about this? Or what about this? Or what about this? And so they're really clarifying and understanding what I'm sharing with them about a particular subject. And so when you do that, when it's like, let's say you're in class and you really focus on Mrs. Shealy and she's talking about the difference between facts and opinions, and then you do a little bit of work on that. Then you ask a question to clarify your understanding of it. With that, it deepens your level of understanding on things and can also lead a discussion to go in a different way that can deepen the learning that's happening. So please take advantage of the opportunities that you have to learn and being self-reflective in terms of thinking about how am I listening? Am I asking questions to further conversation? Or am I asking questions or sharing something that I just want to talk about because I want to take the conversation over? So let's think through that, Cardinals, and I hope you have a great week, and let's make it count. Hey, woo!